Here we are in the Bolton Wanderers car park, well over an hour before the game, and already we've got thousands of people here, loads of cars. The traffic is tremendous here. This is a game that's created a tremendous amount of interest, none the least for the fact that Jonathan Davies signed, of course, for Widnes. He won't be playing today, we're certain, but 13 players from each side will be. 13 Wigan players against 13 Widnes players in what promises to be an exciting final. Tremendous players on both sides. The weather, perhaps you can see, a little bit drizzly, but it's certainly warm, and I'm sure the spectators are going to be warm today by the excitement and the enthralling nature of this game. Already, Widnes having lost to Wigan in the Lancashire Cup, but Widnes gaining their revenge in the league. Well, before the game, I've got Martin Ellis here, and he's Martin, you're looking forward to the game. I believe you watch Wigan very regularly, do you?
Yeah.
What, every week?
Yeah, every Sunday.
And you play rugby yourself, do you? Who do you play for?
Play for Standish Eagles.
And where's Stan Eagles?
Standish Law Ground, Christopher Park.
And what position do you play?
Scrum half.
Have you always played scrum half?
Yeah.
So who's your favourite player on the Wigan side then?
Well, Andy Gregory and Sean Edwards.
You think Widnes will get the best out of the players? They seem to have done.
He's very quick off the mark. He should be a good player.
I mean, Alan Tate and Martin are fine playing very well, aren't they?
I don't think he won't play full back. Alan Tate will keep full back, play him centre.
Do you think Tate is in line for a Great Britain place?
Definitely.
Yeah,
No
definitely.
problem.
And are you looking forward to seeing Jonathan Davies play then?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Salford next week.
Also, of course, plenty of Wigan support here today. I mean, it's going to be a great game. I mean, how do you think it's going to go?
Oh yeah, we should win by 10, 15 points. Oh yeah, we will.
We'll
Be close.
be close. We have to
be
nail
car
that.
class
Anthony
hotel.
Fire won't like it on this ground. It's very slutchy. He won't be able to run half as fast as he can do. And our wingers are going to knock him for six.
The Arrows will keep him well under control. I think the Arrows will keep him well under control.
Ground conditions, obviously, it's going to be quite slippery, but the pitch here at Bolton is a good pitch, isn't it?
Well, they played last night, so it's not going to be not going to be that good condition because Bolton played on it last night, so it'll be a bit heavy.
But I think excess class will tell eventually. I think.
So you're predicting a Wigan win then?
A Wigan win. Yeah, definitely a Wigan win.
Ellery Hanley there, captain, with Kevin Iro, Steve Hampson, Mark Preston there, carrying the kit bag, and Sean Wayne with a new haircut, I think. Andy Goodway, welcome return for him, and Tony Iro. Ian Gildar, there's Martin Dermott with that haircut. Andy Gregory, welcome back to him. Dean Bell, of course, Ian Potter, Dennis Betts, and Joe Lydon at the back there. Here's Andy Platt, who's out there. You can see, I think, just about that plaster on the hand, rather sad. There's Adrian Shelford. Coach Graham Lowe looking a little bit apprehensive there. But that's the whole of the team off there in preparation for this John Player final. So the Wigan team news for this John Player final. The three quarters exactly the same and the half backs as the game against Warrington. Adrian Shelford there at number 8. He's returned hopefully after that injured chest. Sean Wayne replaces the unfortunate Ian Lucas, who's got a groin strain. And there on the substitutes bench, what a pair of substitutes. Andrew Gregory happily returned to the fold, and Andy Goodway back after injury and appendix operation. The Widnes side full of stars. Alan Tate, who's been a tremendous success at fullback. Martin O'Fire on that left wing. And of course Kurt Sorensen and what is a very powerful pack. It looks like Widnes are going to kick off. That means they're going to be playing from left to right. If anything, there's a slight breeze just behind Wigan's shoulders, but very little wind here today. The only difference, I think, would be the slippery conditions. It's been drizzling most of the morning. At times it's been quite misty, but fortunately that's cleared. So everybody's going to get a very good view of this game. And not the least being CP Productions presenting you this game today. John Holdsworth blows the whistle, starts the John Player final off. Andrew Curry it is, pushes that ball downfield, and Dean Bell playing on that right wing. Getting through MSI Colodo's tackle, but Tony O'Neill brings him down. Shelford getting into the thick of the action straight away, and so is the Widnes pack. Sean Wayne takes it up, but only meets Kurt Sorensen, so as you'd expect in the first few minutes of this game, some fiery exchanges. Lydon easily sidestepping past Sorensen, but slicing that kick. So the pressure that Sorensen put on him there perhaps unnerved him slightly. So in the first few minutes of the game, we have got the first scrum on the Wigan 25, and Hume it is to feed, but that's been won. It's gone back in the scrummage, and play on, says the referee John Holdsworth. Edwards very quick to get down on that loose ball. Hanley in for the first time, looking very, very lively indeed. Shelford losing the ball, but again Dennis Betts very quick on that loose ball. Lydon in for the kick. Pushing Alan Tate backwards there. Tate, who's been impressive in the games that we've seen him play for Widnes. Looks a very sure, accomplished fullback. So it's going to be an interesting duel today between Steve Hampson and Alan Tate, both number ones. Widnes already living dangerously, moving that ball wide. Richard Ayres, who's been tipped for international honours, but no way forward that time. Both sets of forwards very strong in the tackle. Been evident already that the tremendous defensive qualities of these two teams. Tate a rather mistimed kick, and Bell collects. Oh, Kevin Iro, and sidestepping inside of fire. What a fine run from Kevin Iro. Sidestepping off that right foot and hitting that gap. Well, Shelford doesn't look to have any problems with that rib injury. We're very thankful to say. Great ball from Edwards there, putting Betts into the gap, and then on to Tony on that left wing. But it's a penalty. John Holdsworth, you can see here, just back a shade, indicating a push. That was after the pass had been made. So Lydon safely puts the ball into touch. Now the Wigan set move. Wade almost drifting outside Sorensen then. So two drives to the middle of the field from the props, and Shelford almost breaking through then. This is exciting stuff in the first few minutes. But Byrne knocking on there. The ball was wanted straight to him, I think, and it was slightly in front. He was going to take that ball standing still, but the pass just slightly off target, forcing him to stretch for it, and that's the knock-on. Hume feeds the scrummage. But Hanley quick out of that scrummage. He certainly covers some ground as Ellery, one of the best cover tacklers, I think, of all time. Mike O'Neill finding Ian Potter and Adrian Shelford, rather a handful there. And Richard Ayres trying to probe through that gap close to the play of the ball. Mackenzie, always a danger man, of course, very fast off the mark is this Widnes hooker. But Tate keeping the ball low, pushing it downfield. Fine play from Dean Bell, exposing perhaps one of the weaknesses in Martin O'Fire. His defence perhaps really not up to the capabilities that his attack shows, certainly. So already this game developing a pattern, I think, to a certain extent, both sides keeping it reasonably tight and kicking for position, as Edwards has done there. In fact, Edwards almost kicked to perfection, and Tate just manages to keep it in play. And not fast enough to go around Gerard Byrne. Wigan applying the pressure. Tony Myler No way forward there. So Sorensen checking slightly and allowing Wigan to move in well. A great tackle from Ian Potter and Aidan Shelford, and Potter's won the ball. Chance for Wigan to move in wide. Byrne in the gap. Iro inside, that's a try. Marvellous try for Wigan, what a great start. What a truly wonderful start for Wigan. Sean Edwards it was who spotted that gap on the right-hand side. Put a beautiful ball out to Gerard Byrne in space. And in on the inside ball came Kevin Iro, and Kevin, so difficult to stop at speed and that close to the line. So the simplest mistake may well be cashed in on by the opposition. And certainly Sorensen losing that ball in the Ian Potter tackle meant that Wigan had the advantage on that right-hand side, and Edwards exposed it superbly. Wayne hitting it 2 out on the decoy. There's an overlap on this left-hand side which Edwards has spotted, but that was the decoy, and there is the kick. Again into that corner, it looks as though it may well go dead. It just goes over that line, so just slight imperfection there from Sean Edwards, but Wigan pushing Widnes back in their own 25. Well, so far the defence on both sides really has been immaculate. There's been some tremendous tackling. And the atmosphere is electric here. We've got a massive crowd. I would think it may well be a record for Rugby League. As Tate almost goes through there. The decoy was for the kick. He's put under pressure and took that ball himself. Joe Grimmer, who's been playing apparently some very strong rugby for Widnes. On the last tackle, Mackenzie trying to put a fire away on that left-hand side. But the Wigan defence up to it, and that's going to be the handover on the last tackle. Tony stepping inside Rick Thackeray, and only good cover from Tony Myler, stopping the New Zealand winger. Lydon with an inch perfect kick there. So I'm sure both coaches would have stressed the territorial advantage that they must try and gain in this game. And they're an example of, I think, what Graham Lowe may well have said to Lydon and Edwards, probably the two kickers in the Wigan side. Push that ball downfield, don't spend too long in your own 25 or your own third of the field. And they're an example, I think, of the work rate that Joe Lydon has been putting into his game in defence as well as attack. Offside, John Holdsworth indicates on the right-hand side of the field there. So Wigan just infringing over the advantage line. A chance for Widnes to do one of their set moves. It's Sorensen who hits it 2 out, but as often he runs across field and offloads. But that's bad Widnes play. Edwards feeds and wins on that right-hand side. Offside, says the referee. So that's a free kick to Widnes at the scrimmage. Pity, because it was a similar move last year against Leeds, where Hampson scored on that right-hand side, straight from the scrimmage. Well, Widnes moving that ball to the middle of the field, but nothing coming from it because the central defence there very strong indeed. Certainly some very fine tackling going on here. And it's that sort of tackling which has upset this Widnes side in the first 12 minutes of the game. Handley meeting a posse there of Widnes players. Very powerful run from Sean Wayne. Phil Mackenzie felt the full power of that and just managed to hang on. Such a play by Wigan. Dennis Betts in the open. Running just a little bit short of space there to get Tony Arrow away. Oh, that's a bad ball from Adrian Shelford. Is that going to be a try? It looks like it. It's going to be a try, yes. A try for Darren Wright. Calamity of calamities. The overlap was on the right-hand side. Adrian Shelford unfortunately found himself in the middle of the field, trying to get that ball out to the Wigan players. Darren Wright it was who spotted the interception, and despite a despairing lunge from Lydon and the covering bell, the slippery surface, the slide over, one movement only, that's the try. So Andrew Courier then lining this kick up. There's a fairly simple conversion, and that's over. So Widnes in the lead by 6 points to 4 after almost quarter of an hour's play here. So Lydon restarts, and having hardly put a foot wrong in quarter of an hour's play, perhaps the first mistake on the Wigan side has led to 6 points for Widnes. So both sides being very critical in taking their chances so far. There have been scarcely 2 or 3 in the whole game, but the 2 try-scoring chances have both been taken. The referee, you can't quite see, but is there indicating, I think, that Sean Wayne was having his hands across the face of one of the Widnes players. Grimmer driving it up then. Shelford manages to hang on, and Wayne and Potter finish the job off. Other side, Coloto, new to the game, but got great credentials. And certainly a powerful, strong second row forward. Well, the clever switch of play by Widnes, but equally clever defence from Wigan. It's a great ball from Mackenzie there to Mike O'Neill. On the last tackle. Will Courier try the drop goal? It looks good, but it's gone wide of that left-hand post. So no points. Ian Potter taking that tap from the 25. Sean Wayne certainly shown in this first 20 minutes of play that he wants to play in that first team, get that first team spot back. Lydon has spotted the gap on that side, and Lydon's got pace. A tackle in the touch on this side by the covering Coloto. But it was Darren Wright who flew up Lydon easily sidestepped past him. And it was only a desperate tackle from Colota that stopped Wigan from getting any further. Play on, says the referee, as Tate comes into the line. And again Lydon in the action. Well, despite the treacherous conditions, the ball has been moved quite well. There's Iro in space. Well, you see we've got a pillar in the way, but I'm sure that's not going to stop the enjoyment. And Edwards finds some space and almost gets past there, just ankle tapped, trying to put Tony Iro away. Edwards puts the high kick up, Hanley's onside. Hanley's going to put pressure on Tate, that's going to be a try, is it? Yes! No, says the referee. We have to look to the right. Referee Jan Holdsworth disallows the try. Probably just gone over the dead ball line. What a perfect kick from Edwards. And Hanley, of course, up very, very quickly. What a game this is. Excitement all the time. The crowd on their toes. Two of the top sides in the game, playing at a breakneck speed. The defence is tremendous, the tackling ferocious, particularly by Wigan. Wigan who forced more errors from Widnes, but losing by those 2 points. Shelford showing beautiful sidestep into the gap there. And Coloto it is who's walking across there, you can see, to the referee. It's Coloto, I think, who's obviously, and we can see the indications from John Holdsworth. Coloto it was who put in the punch in the tackle. Joe Lydon kicks that one, he's kicked it over, it's 6-all. We've had just over 20 minutes play. In fact, Shelford has had to go off the field and Andy Goodway is back on. It may well be that Goodway will play at number 10. Certainly he's played there before. In his olden days he played a lot in the front row. And here's his first touch of the ball. He's such a strong, powerful runner. There's no finer sight when Andy Goodway is in top form. Beautiful kick from Edwards, stretching Tate and O'Fire. Widnes still offloading or looking in a mess on that side, and again knocking on, so it's Widnes who making the more mistakes. The defence is quite sound, and so Wigan, who may have a slight advantage in possession, have not been able to capitalise perhaps, and just that one mistake resulting in a try. Edwards quickly on that ball there in the scrimmage. Wigan possession. Tony Iro drifting across field and trying to find the gap. Running like a second row forward there. And Iro stepping back inside there and meeting that Widnes cover. And Sean Wayne running powerfully. Set move on. Great bit of play from the half-backs, and then Betts hitting that gap. Now Wigan, just 5 metres short, a fine chip there, putting a lot of pressure on. And that's going to be a tap on the 22, as that was taken behind the goal area. Sorensen runs it out, always very dangerous. Rick Thackeray not tackled, he's carrying on. Good opportunities play from Widnes here, and Wigan will have to get back in numbers. Although there's the overlap on that side, it was easily snuffed out by a fine tackle from Kevin Arrow. Great ball from Myler there, putting a fire away. But good cover tackling once again. Bell following round the field. Well, the crowd appealing for the knock-on there. Referee Holdsworth didn't see it, and the judge not doing a thing. And that looked forward as well, but play on, we say. And that's gone out. He may well have spotted that one, yes, he certainly has. Well, that was a knock-on by Dennis Betts. Ellery Hanley just calming him down. So that's going to be the scrum. And a fine position for Widnes here, attacking position. Hume feeds that scrummage. The run-around move and the dummy as Darren Wright tries to offload in the tackle. But Wigan not giving them an inch. Well, Dennis Betts pulling off a good tackle there on Emerson Colotto. And again there on Mike O'Neill. With Andy Goodway joining in. Widnes on the last tackle. This could well be the kick. It is, but that's far too far. Beautifully taken by Hampson. No problem whatsoever there. There's going to be the tap. But Hanley on his own. So the decoy moves to Goodway and then Potter hitting it up. Close to the play the ball. Lydon in the action, testing Thackeray, but Thackeray using his feet to control the ball. Darren Wright stepping inside, Tony Iro there, but good cover on the inside. It's a run around there between Hume and Sorensen, almost putting Richard Ayres away. That's a fine chip from the number 8 forward, but Hampson's there. Hampson takes back to his redoubtable best. The Great Britain fullbacks. Goodway driving strongly away from acting halfback and keeping in play. Kevin Iro taking on the challenge, and he's certainly a handful for those Widnes forwards. Great ball from Bell. Tony showing his strength on this left wing. And that could well be back to Warner's. Thackeray kicks through. Dennis Betts runs back and recovers well. Well, for a second row forward, he certainly shows a fair turn of pace. Goodway, strong. Almost offloading there to Hampson. An overlap on this side. Bell perhaps putting the pass in a little bit early then on a 3-2 as Widnes drifted across. Lydon pays the ball to himself. We're 10 yards short of the Widnes line. We've had almost half an hour's play here. It's been exciting stuff. Hanley hitting that gap. Widnes equal to it just about. was the drop attempt from Byrne, but difficult conditions for drop goals today, certainly. Very slippery underfoot, and the ball tends to stop a little bit. But the game full of excitement, full of tremendous rugby. And this crowd being treated to a marvellous game. Widnes deciding to kick. Tate this time gets a little bit more elevation with the kick and finds Hampson on his own 25. Bell running across field and straightening up off that left foot, trying to hit that gap. Great play on this side. Dennis Betts trying to get round down right, but that covering defence just too much for him to get past. Wayne will hit it up and offload well to Hanley. Oh, what a great ball from Sean Wayne. Great Wigan play. Now the overlap on the left hand side. Well taken by Tony Arrow. He comes inside, managing to stay in field on the last tackle. Edwards indicates on the right hand side he wants that ball. There he is, he puts that ball high. Up we go, that's a testing kick, but this time Tate, ooh, almost drops it. The whistle has gone. And Widnes are going to take that quick tap again. And this time it's Richard Ayres hitting it out. Oh, what a great tackle from Goodway, and again I think we're going to have one possession. The stanchion in the way, unfortunately, but it didn't stop us seeing that wonderful tackle from Andy Goodway, forcing the error. So just over 30 minutes play. And Wigan looking the more sure side. They've certainly been safer in their handling. They've made less mistakes than Widnes, but the score's locked at 6-all. Hampson chips it up, but that's not gone far enough, I think. He goes for it himself and almost got it. In fact, he got his hands to it, but he was collected by Widnes. High tackle, penalty. Sean Wayne going too high there. John Holes was saying, keep your tackles down. The penalty to Widnes.
The Wigan substitution, number 8, Adrian Shelford returning to replace number 12, Ian Potter.
So Ian Potter, who was injured earlier on, has just gone off the field, and Adrian Shelford has come back. So hopefully the injury to Shelford not too serious, and he's able to resume, and hopefully Ian Potter's not too seriously hurt either. And there is the tremendous defence. In fact, it looks as if Shelford has had a cut above the head. We may see him in action on that right hand side, just behind the stanchion. In fact, there's Shelford. He's got a bandage round the head, so in fact it looks as if we may have well had some stitches in that head. And that's played on, or Fire's sprinting through, but Hampson collects. Dean Bell almost getting past Colotto there. And although Dean Bell has played most of his rugby for Wigan in the centre, that was a high tackle. I'm sure the Wigan crowd saw it, but John Holders didn't do anything about it. Great touch finder. Wigan putting the pressure back on Widnes. Most of the play this half has been inside the Widnes half. And it's Wigan who've been pushing Widnes back. But that's won by Hume as he drifts across, and there again Hanley out. of that scrum like lightning. So as we approach the last 5 or 6 minutes of this first half, it's obviously those who make the most mistakes perhaps who are going to be crucified. Bell lets that bounce over his head, and that finds a good touch. Whether he didn't want to risk the knock on or not, we'll never know. Scrum looking a little bit loose, but that's a well-won ball as Dean Bell comes in off that right wing. Good way, with plenty of momentum behind him there, running at that Widnes defence. He's certainly not showing any ill effects from his injury or the lack of match play. Great ball from Hanley to Arrow, and Arrow returns. Oh, but O'Fire gets hold of Hanley on that far side. Good Wigan play. Hanley takes it on himself. 60 yards gain with 2 play-the balls. The Widnes back in defence now. And that's a fine kick from Gerard Byrne. Thackeray has to go back, takes it behind his own line, and now Widnes are 2 yards from their own line. And Wigan will put them under pressure as Tate loses the ball. Widnes lose possession. Wigan now with a great chance. Just 5 yards short. Dermot goes on his own. The Wigan chant grows up. The set move comes on. Shelford hits it and almost streaks past Sorensen. Now Wigan move it wide. Goodway takes it and offloads, but that's gone backwards and is picked up by Courier. So a chance gone. Sorensen almost finding space then, but that was a push off the ball by Goodway, says John Holdsworth. So Andy Goodway being penalised for pushing. As some treatment is required there to a Widnes player. We can reflect on a first half which has contained certainly some magnificent defence by both sides. Lots of good handling in very slippery conditions. Widnes have perhaps made more mistakes, but that, I think, a tribute to the tremendous tackling that Wigan have put in this first half, forcing the errors on this Widnes side. The Widnes perhaps with their last chance of this half now, in possession. They've had their 2 drives. Now the switch of play and the set move. There's dummies to Sorensen, but their play's lost a bit of momentum through some, again, good defence from Wigan. So the plan move fails, so they resort back to the drive. We've had 4 tackles. Not much room for O'Fire, but he can find space because he's got that pace, and the overlaps on this side, but the cover good. And Darren Wright decides, no more, we'll push it downfield, we'll try and get the ball into the Wigan 25. So for the first time for some considerable time, Widnes are back pushing Wigan towards their goal line. Edwards feed, the ball comes out well, Iro in space and getting past Tony Myler. Collette's trying to straighten up, but good tackling from Widnes. They've got their tails up now. As we come into the last minute of play, that's a beautiful kick downfield. Found acres of space there as Tate has to go back fully 30 yards to collect. And loses the ball in the tackle. Wigan again in possession in the last minute of this half. Tremendous play. Marvellous rugby. The switch to handling from Goodway. Widnes' defence was good, but he's found a hole on that side and almost gets through. So we're in injury time now in this first half. Long ball from Edwards. Thackeray and Wright bring the New Zealander down. And can Wigan get over? Just a couple of yards short. Byrne tries to keep it alive. Wigan have got it. There's another interception. The ball just not going to hand. An almost interception that time from Andrew Courier. So Widnes breathe a sigh of relief, and Wigan perhaps rue the chance again. Colotto found Dermot, and then Shelford rather too much to handle there. Mackenzie, as often, running away from half-back, but losing the ball again. There goes the half-time hooter. A marvellous first half of rugby. Both teams getting a tremendous ovation as they leave the field for their half-time breather and check from their coaches, Doug Lawton and Graham Lowe. It's been a half full of eventful rugby, tremendous defence, but certainly also some great attacking play. The game about to restart then, with Joe Lydon kicking off for Wigan. 6 points all. Referee John Holdsworth blows his whistle. Lydon pushes it deep downfield. And already Wigan on the Widnes 25. Well, if that first half is anything to go by, we're in for a tremendous second half here. Scores locked at 6-all. Joe Grimmer there, the former Swinton prop, showing his strength there against Dennis Betts and Jed Byrne. And Tate, who's made one or two unusual mistakes in that first half. And there's another one from Martin O'Fire. Steve Hampson capitalising on the rather lax play from the winger. And Dean Bell, as so often do the Wigan wings, getting into the action. That's a penalty. Colotto coming over the top. Not for the first time. And Manley there with the ball in his hands, having a word with Joe Lydon. Lydon it is who's made the decision. He's going to go for goal. So early in this second half, a chance for Wigan to try and get that lead, which they really, I think, deserved on their first half performance. Not often you see Andrew Gregory coming onto the field, putting the sand down, but he's part of this team effort at Wigan. Joe Lydon, 50 yards of a kick. That's a massive kick from Lydon. Oh, what a wonderful kick. 8 points to 6. A superb conversion of that penalty from Joe Lydon. Darren Wright restarts. Two strong drives, first from Tony Arrow and then Sean Wade put in play over the 25. And there's Shelford getting into the act. Thankfully recovered from that injury he got in the first half. Oh, and there's Goodway, almost getting the break. Back to Lydon for the kick. A testing kick for the fire, but he takes it. And almost did a hurdle over the top of Dean Bell and Ellery Hanley. Trying to go through a gap that wasn't there. The ball bounces as a touch. There's going to be a substitution. And it's going to be Paul Hume, that's David's brother, replacing MSI Coloto. We see MSI going off the field there in the centre of the park. Still new to the game, but he's made one or two telling runs in this first half. Richard Ayres it is who steps up to the second row, and David Hume. Paul Hume's first touch of the ball as he gets in on the tackle. And what a powerful run for Tony Arrow. Tremendous drive from the New Zealand wing. Edwards spots the gap. Oh, and Betts stepped inside beautifully there. The crowd really on their toes here at Burnham Park. The atmosphere is tremendous. One of the few mistakes that we're going to make. Goodway picks it up, tries to find that gap and tries to offload. Andy Courier makes the tackle. And Hampson puts that ball into touch in front there of Martin O'Fire. That's going to be a scrum just outside the Widnes 25. Scott Holdeth getting himself involved with the front row there. Not a wise thing to do as Hume feeds and wins. The Fire in the chase. Dean Bell equal to it though. Oh, as fast as the Fire is, I don't think he'll outstrip Bell there. Bell in fact it is who gets back. That's a plan move that Widnes have used many times. The kick downfield from Myler for the chasing of Fire. And of course, for many defences, he's far too fast. And certainly not for Wiggins. Sean Wayne having a bit of trouble playing the ball as Lydon under pressure, but puts a fire kick in. It looks as if he may well have injured himself in the process there. We could come back and we can see Joe Lydon writhing in agony on the field there. Keith Mills is on the field straight away. But certainly as he kicked the ball, there seemed to be an attempt to block it. And a foot caught Joe Lydon. That means Elliot Hanley's had to come out of the scrum to play at 6 and Jed Burns gone into the centre. Wigan one man down at the moment. That's not retiring. The ball shot out and John Holder saying that David Hume didn't retire. A chance then as Edwards calls the tune for Wigan. As Joe Lydon, who hobbles back into play, Wigan set up the move. Shelford 2 out off Edwards. Now the switch of play, the half-backs. Hanley on the gap, but that's a bit too high. And O'Fire picks it up. And Widnes have lost it. Betts in space. What a game this is turning out to be. Wigan in possession. The crowd rise to the occasion. Hanley picks up the loose ball and drifts across field and straightens up and looks good. He pushes a fire off. Is he going for the corner? He's in touch on this side. What a great run from Ellery Hanley. Just finding touch. Hanley there looking at the line. The touch just says he put his foot on the line. The crowd appreciating the great skills of this Wigan captain. The ball bobbling about, and Widnes have got possession there. The noise created at the moment, I think, is because on the far side, as Widnes go down, we've got the diminutive figure of Andy Gregory ready to come on as substitute for the injured Joe Lydham. Well, that won't happen until the play is stopped. So Wigan with 12 men at the moment. Hampson finds possession, looking for support. He doesn't get it and just gets Tony Marler instead. Goodway drifting across field and has to take the tackle eventually. Well, almost getting through. Edwards in support there. So Andy Gregory on the far side of the field, ready to come on, and we can just see in the distance there. But that's the kick, that's the scrum. Beautiful kick. Lydon it is who hobbles off. There on the far side, we can see number 4. There's Andy Gregory. He'll obviously come in as scrum half. Lydon it is who's coming off the field. He's injured. Will go out into the centre. Andy Gregory comes on as scrum half. And Sean Edwards moves out to number 6. So now a new dimension to the game, because Gregory, of course, such a tremendous player, probably one of the greatest scrum halves in the game. And he, of course, can turn a game with just one little movement. Free kick to Widnes. So Widnes inside their own half, just outside the 25. Trying something. Trying hard to break through this Wigan defence, that they've really failed to do it all the game. There's one man who can, Sorensen. But not against tackling like that, and that's gone forward in the tackle. And those are the sort of mistakes that Wigan have been making Widnes do in this game, enforcing the error through very strong defence. Gregory feeds. Hanley picks it up and runs wide. Wayne, who's taken the ball up strong and aggressively all match. Same again. Now the halfbacks combine. Goodway hits the gap. Great run from the second all forward. Set move from Wigan there with that run around between the halfbacks. Now Tony Arrow, who's shown his strength. Now the chance. Gregory puts Hanley in the gap. Oh, the ball's gone down. Tate collects. Well, the chance just going there as the ball slipped from the grasp, but Widnes 5 yards from their own line, and Wigan's stamina, concentration and Organised teamwork coming into play here in defence. The Wigan shout going up here. Certainly their spectators and supporters have given them a rousing support today. Tate under pressure. Puts a good kick upfield though. Hampson in position. Gregory looking for the gap, looking for the overlap. None there. And Goodway, who's obviously on his first game back after a long absence, has looked very, very strong indeed as Gregory tries to get away on that side. Great play by Wigan, the overlap on this side. Kevin Arrows spots the gap. Andy Courier just got across in time. Beautiful kick from Edwards. That's a great kick. Tate under pressure. Hampson takes. There's Hampson. Oh, that's gone off the hand there. Can Edwards get to it? Wonderful Wigan play. That Edwards kick was immaculate. Hampson got miles above Tate in the leap for that ball. And a fine run there, and only desperate Widnes defence there, just stopping that ball from going out, and Edwards coming up in support, getting over for that vital try. Goodway from depth, running straight. What a handful he's proving today. And there's another big handful, Adrian Shelford. Wigan now inside the Widnes 25. The set move on. The plan move for Hanley. Still offloading. Now Wigan turn on the magic. Betts has to step inside, but still keeps going. Wigan stretching this Widnes defence now. Oh, that ball goes down. Unfortunately, is it play on? No, it's a knock-on, says referee John Holsworth. Wigan probing and prompting, trying to make that break through this very strong Widnes defence. Kevin Iro hits the gap and offloads. Hampson collects superbly. That looked a high tackle. The pace fast and furious. Wigan putting all the pressure on now. Edwards looks for the gap, kicks through. Looked to be obstructed, but that's a difficult ball. Tate takes it over. In fact, he's just in the field of play. Paul Hugh hits it out for Widnes. Again, marvellous Wigan defence. That time Ellery Hanley and Sean Wayne. That's a penalty. Too much, says John Holsworth. Ellery Hanley not allowing him to play the ball. So that's rather a relief for Widnes, who've been under a fair amount of pressure. We've got about 23 minutes left in this game. And certainly all this second half it's been Wigan pressure, but Widnes have managed to hold on. Apart from that solitary Joe Lyman penalty. Widnes work the move on the overlap as Richard Ayres hits the gap, but it also finds Martin Dermot in fine tackling form. Now Sorensen trying to offload. He's usually so strong in the tackle. He's managed to get rid of it, but the pressure's telling again. It's gone forward. O'Fire will not get the chance to run in space. Once again, that Wigan defence putting the pressure on Widnes, forcing the mistakes. Again, Hanley picks up at the back of the scrimmage. Well, certainly a delay in the tackle there, but John Holdsworth says carry on as Shelford takes it one out, close to the ruck. Oh, what a great run from the powerful prop. That looked high again from Grimmer, but a powerful run from Shelford as Edward steps inside. Wigan putting the pressure on. Betts took that one well. Widnes are hanging on for grim death here. Ellery dummied and almost goes through. Goodway was going at full speed on the last tackle. It's a set move on this side for the Hampson kick. Gregory takes it, but Dermot goes through. Dermot was flattened. Dermot's on the floor there, but Holdsworth is having none of it. Referee ignored it. Widnes attack on that right-hand side with Thacker in space. So that just shows how Wigan can't afford to relax. Widnes always dangerous. They've got plenty of pace out there. They've not been allowed to use it so far in this game. There's one chance. Good cover from Hanley once again. So Widnes for the first time perhaps in this half getting towards the Wigan 25 as they stretch Wigan on that right hand side. But that ball's lost, it's gone forward and Wigan regain possession. No, says referee John Holdsworth. That's gone forward again from Wigan. So we're going to have the scrum on that far side of the field. There's the stanchion, of course, BBC getting the best of spots and CP Production having second best, I'm afraid, today, but I hope it's not spoiling too much the enjoyment of this game for you. Free kick. John Holdsworth indicating that that's either a loose bind or not binding on the far side. So Widnes now putting a bit of pressure on. We've just over three-quarter time now. Widnes putting the pressure on through Sorensen, always dangerous. Top number 8 in the game. Widnes 10 yards short. Can Wigan now hold on? Hanley in quickly. Pushing Widnes backwards. It's a great ball from Mackenzie. A little dummy and then that switch inside. Wigan defence at red alert. As Widnes go through the repertoire. David and Paul Hume working the run around. And the dummy. Mackenzie trying to find space. He's found Richard Ayres, but Ayres well tackled indeed there. Last tackle, that went forward. It's to play the ball to Wigan. Hand over. Gregory will play it. So Wigan withstood perhaps the first real bit of pressure in this second half and come away with possession. It's still 8-6, of course. Well, that ball's been lost by Wigan, so a rare error on that side. The game then ebbing and flowing at the moment. First Widnes in possession and then Wigan. Tate coming in the line and trying to put a fire away. That's gone forward. Tate coming in at the angle and really not allowing a fire the opportunity to straighten up.
The substitution for Wigan, number 4, Joe Lydon returning to replace number 6, Jed Byrne.
So Lydon obviously recovered. He's coming onto the field to play in the centre. Jed Byrne is going off. Gregory drifting across the field, trying to find that gap, but no gap there. Iro will try to find one outside here, and he pushes the fire off and manages to keep in play. Kevin Iro showing strength, gaining good ground for Wigan. Shelford taking it well and showing that World Cup form that made him one of the outstanding players in that New Zealand side. Durbett spotting the gap and making good yardage, so almost up to the halfway line now. Wigan in possession. Finding Lydon in space. Iro comes inside. Marvellous rugby there from Wigan. Lydon and Iro combining on that left wing. Now can Gregory work some magic? He pushes that ball through. The fire's going back and collects behind his own line and get past Bell. He's certainly got pace, but Bell recovers well. Good play from a fire, but good defence from Dean Bell. So Wigan back where they've been most of this game now, on and inside the Widnes 25, and there's no way forward for Myler. Just quarter of an hour left, and Hume searching, kicking deep. Tony Iro picks up well. Well, certainly both Tony Iro, Kevin Iro have shown some very strong running in the wing and in the centre respectively. Well, now Wigan have the wide out line out. The half-backs combining with the run around. Gregory misses Goodway, that's crossing, that's a free kick. Referee John Holdsworth was particularly strong on that in the game against Warrington, and there, another example. As Goodway hit the gap, Gregory doubling behind his back. Obstruction, penalty to Widnes, but that's not foul touch. Bell takes it, has he gone forward? Dean Bell didn't think so. Well, there's the man that matters, John Holdsworth. Hume feeds. That's all right, says John Holdsworth, because the switch is moved, but there's the ball down. Hanley wins possession. That, says the referee, was not required. It was substitute Paul Hume who came in over the top. Hanley is down there, as you can see. Keith Mills come along to resuscitate the Great Britain and Wigan captain. Get on with the game, says the referee. So Joe Lydon takes the kick. Ellery Hampney gets back on his feet. Wigan put the pressure on. They're winning by 2 points at 8-6 with just about 12 minutes left for play. Powerful running from Shelford. the drive, the three we've had. Betts takes the third one, gets within 10 yards of the widnes line. That was a great run from the young second row forward. Now the set move. Hanley in the gap, Hanley's going to score! Oh, what a great try for Wigan and Ellery Hanley. The crowd have gone mad. The set move after three drives to the middle. Dennis Betts hitting the last one up. Across comes Andy Gregory and puts a beautiful ball for his captain and loose forward Ellery Hanley to go into the gap. And when Ellery's that close to the line, there's nobody going to stop him. Wigan in the lead by 6 points at 12 points to 6. So the restart then. 6 points in the lead, 10 minutes left for play. Wigan will not want to make any mistakes. Widnes will try desperately, I'm sure, to try and break this Wigan defence. Shelford had a very powerful game. Certainly the Wigan boys have risen to the occasion. There's one of them who's hit it up strongly all afternoon, Sean Wayne. That was a late tackle. Tony Myler it was who came in after the tackle had been made. Sean Wayne was trying to play the ball. Wigan win the penalty. From the penalty, Shelford hits it up and keeps going and gets to that widnes 25. Goodway hits it up 2 out, almost gets through Richard Ayres' tackle. Now the switch of play. Gregory Probry, great ball out to Tony Arrow on that wing. So that's the three drives. Gregory called in the tune, first man out. Edwards is next to him, the two half-backs combining well. And the loose forward. Where's the momentum? It's there from Hanley. He provided it, but couldn't quite get that ball away to the supporting Wigan players. Dean Bell sidestepping and rolling on the last tackle now. Now the kick, I'm sure, from either Edwards or Gregory. Gregory it is, the drop goal. It's bounced back. Wigan in possession. Back to one, says the referee. Dennis Betts on that left wing. He's going to score in the corner. He's going to score in the corner. No, says the referee. Dropped the ball. Betts, who was dummying on fire all the way there. And all he seemed to do was he had to dive for the line. And the ball goes down. John Holdsworth disallows the try. And Widnes retaliate, moving the ball out. Only 6 points the difference. And 7 minutes left for play. Myler coming in and trying to offload, but only back to Wigan in the form of Goodway. And a Goodway in the right place at the right time. Dean Bell sidestepping through. Certainly the two wingers have taken the pressure off the forwards at times and done their fair share of work close to the play the ball. One ball out there, but Arrow gets down, it's a kick ahead. Hanley gets back to cover. As ever, marvellous play from the loose forward. He has such an ability to spot where he should be. Takes the shortest distance and he's always there. Well, the singing you can hear is all from the Wigan camp. Widnes strangely quiet. Widnes have played their part in this game, but they're down by that 6 points. Wigan in possession, just inside the Widnes half. Lydon with the kick. Take place football with it. Bows down to the tackle of Lydon himself, following up his own kick. Widnes have got to pull something out of the bag here if they're going to win this game, and not like that. As the ball went forward, that could well be a penalty. In fact, John Holdreth has not given a penalty, he's given the scrum.
The man of the match this afternoon receives £250 and an inscribed cutglass decanter. This afternoon has been awarded to the captain of Great Britain, Wigan.
The cheer has gone up there as Kevin Iro knocks on. And a little bit of argy-bargy between the two players, but referee John Holdreth very quickly, and the cheer has gone up for the award of the man of the match. That's Ellery Hanley. The vital try that he scored in this half, of course, and tremendous work rate in defence. The ball won by Wigan. Gregory chips through. Has that gone too far? A fire gets back and has to kick dead. The pressure still then on Widnes. We've got just under 4 minutes left for play. Wigan it is who put all the pressure on. Widnes have come into the game in fits and starts. Tony Arrow gathers, looking for the gap and straightening. So Wigan need to keep their cool, to keep their calm in the last few minutes of this game. Edwards in support there, the ball not quite coming out, but Sean Wayne doing a great driving forward job. Gregory makes a mess of it. That's going to be a scrum. The atmosphere at Burnham Park today has been tremendous. The game has warranted a good crowd, it's got one. The stadium almost full. And the game itself has been a tribute to both sides. That's a free kick to Widnes. Striking too early, Martin Dermott. So Tate, it will be to put the ball into touch on that far side, which he does. And perhaps a last chance for Widnes. The Wigan defence has been supreme throughout. I'm sure they won't want it to collapse in this last 2 minutes. Andy Courier tries to get past, but no way. That's the sort of defence which has paid dividends for Wigan today. Shelford's tackle there, indicative of all the tackling that's been done. Sorensen, one of the most feared men in the game, really had very little impression against such tight marking. Wigan moving up quickly on every occasion. McKenzie, who's fast and elusive, but really hasn't been allowed any room at all. And there is another example of the work rate. Joe Lydon getting into the act, making the double tackle, and almost getting the other one. There is the loose ball, it goes out on that side. Andy Courier puts the kick in. Have Widnes got one thing left. Goodway collects well. And keeps hold of the ball. We're into the last minute of the game. Dean Bell driving forward. Great play from the winger. Looks as if he might have cramp Shelford has been a big handful for the Widnes defence today. The John Player Trophy could well be going back to Wigan. We've got almost to injury time now, 20 seconds of actual play left. Wigan in possession. Surely they're not going to give this one to Widnes now. Gregory is who dummies, tries to find the gap. Lydon picks it up, but no, that's knocked on. It's the last tackle, so it's going to be a handover. We're now into injury time. There's very little of it. Widnes have a chance. They're moving the ball wide, they have the overlap, but it's been quickly stopped as Iro shuffles across. And Ellery Hanley, who else, fills in the gap. Richard Ayres trying to break through. There goes the final hooter. Tremendous burst of cheering from the Wigan crowd. They have beaten Widnes in the John Player final of 1989 by 12 points to 6. There was never any real doubt about the true winners today. Wigan were on top for most of this game, and only that interception try from Darren Wright in the first half, the blemish on what was an almost perfectly planned and executed game for Wigan. Ellery Hanley leads his players across to support the loyal spectators who've come in their thousands today. Steve Hansen joining in with him. He's had a great game at fullback. The Wigan lads going round the field. Adrian Shelford we can see with the headband on, coming into picture. There he is, punching the air with delight. Hanley receives the trophy. There'll be an almighty cheer when he holds us aloft. There it is. The John Player Trophy goes back to Wigan once again, and never has it been more deserved. Widnes are a top side. They've got some very good players indeed. Did you feel at any time that they were going to break out and get away from this stranglehold that Wigan put on them?
Oh yes, definitely. I mean, they actually did do a few times, but again, Wigan's defence held out. From the 22 tap especially, Widnes attacked strongly, but once again, Wigan's defence held out.
And of course, the interception try in the first half put it level at 6-all at half time. What was the feeling like in the change room at half time about what you were going to do in the second half?
It was still strong. I mean, we knew we could still win, like, because of the defence and the attack that we did actually pull off. But we was confident even at half time.
And as a fullback now, I mean, you came under quite a bit of pressure from some of the kicks, and Alan Tates, of course, is one of the people who's putting you under pressure for Great Britain. And today you had almost an impeccable performance.
Well, I think I had a few things to prove. I mean, they've been comparing me and Alan Tate. I mean, no disrespect to Alan, he's a very good fullback, and probably the next Great Britain fullback if he can push me out. But other than that, I think Alan didn't have one of his best games. But then again, I don't think I made too many mistakes.
And Wigan in attack today, they scored a couple of tries, and Dennis Betts got one disallowed to the solitary try, which was just an interception Widnes.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, Dennis had an absolute blinder along with Sean Wayne and Adrian Shelford on the defence. But it was that man Ellery Hanley once again that pulled off the main one. I just thought it was a tremendous match.
And Andy Goodway, of course, making his first comeback after a long absence from the game. He put another sterling performance in.
Yeah, well, it's obvious. We knew that Andy wouldn't let us down because of his capabilities. Like, we know that Andy's 100% fit, or he wouldn't have played otherwise. He trains hard. He trains a lot on his own, and that's why he's the person he is.
And the team on a win now. We've had quite a few wins on the run, so we're looking forward to great things for the rest of the season, Steve.
Certainly, hopefully the main one being at the end of the season that I seem to be allergic to, which is a Wembley ground, of course. But there's other things before that. We've got Hull on Wednesday, and we'll be looking forward to them coming along.
So we wish you all the best and an injury-free season. I think you deserve one.
Thanks a lot.
With me after the game, another very happy man indeed, Coach Graham Lowe. Graham, congratulations on a fine win. I mean, how did it go as far as your preparation for the game is concerned? Did it go according to plan?
Yeah, it did, Alan. The preparation has been good this week. There's a lot of. We've only spoke of all the positive things, even though we've had a number of injuries and whatnot, and we haven't been able to finalise things until sort of basically Friday. But no, we had a good chat at the club this morning before we left to come here, and I told the players I felt that domination was going to be the key word today, domination in defence. The players were very calm about it, and we mentioned it again in the dressing room, and we felt if we played to our potential and dominated in defence, they wouldn't win. Widnes wouldn't be able to beat us.
And it was certainly that defence which forced the errors, in fact, in the Widnes side, because they've been a free-flowing side this season, played some tremendous rugby, got some great individual players as well, and yet your defence put so much pressure on them, they made a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, well, that's right. We have done that a number of times in the past, especially when we've been going well, and it's good for the team to see that they can get rewards from hard defence, because it's probably the unheralded part of our game, but the way we look at it, it's played in the game of rugby league's played in two parts. One part, we have the ball. While we've got the ball, we have to be positive and try and gain ground, get points. While they've got the ball, we have to stop them. We try and keep it simple, and that's how it was today.
And of course you scored two very good tries, almost got a third, and really had a hand in their try as well, and that really was perhaps the only blemish on what was almost an impeccable performance.
Yeah, well, that's right. Adrian threw that ball. I haven't said anything to him about it. I won't say anything to him about it. Ellery got the team backfiring immediately, with, his good captain's manner. That's just something that happens now and then in a game of rugby league. If you make a blow, you don't chastise anyone. You've got to get back onto the tracks. At that stage of the game, everyone was playing out their individual roles as we'd planned. So we just had to make sure that we didn't do any more silly mistakes. As long as we cut down on our errors and we're just a little bit patient, we thought would be right.
So the teamwork certainly came through today and got you another trophy on in the boardroom at Wigan. You've got things to look forward to, though. Other than that, I believe you're playing next week on Wednesday against Hull.
Yeah, you don't have much time for celebrating here. We face Hull on Wednesday, and they're going very, very well. They'll come here in a determined manner, but I'll worry about that later on. At this stage, I just want to savour the event now, and I'm looking forward to seeing my daughters. I've got my daughters over from Australia, and I feel the proudest bloke in the world, knowing that they're sitting up in the stand watching it. So I'm just waiting to go and see them.
So you've got your two daughters, and you're going off to see them, obviously, but also a word for the other spectators, because again, a fantastic support from the Wigan crowd.
Yeah, it brings a lump to your throat, when they respond to the team's performance, then the team responds to their performance. It's a two-way thing. It does bring a lump to your throat when you see the thousands and thousands just there willing the team on. It makes you feel very, very proud to be a Wiganer.
Well, obviously a delighted team coach, Graham Lowe, but as he said, and he mentioned, the game against Hull on Wednesday, it's back to the bread and butter of the league, and certainly that's going to be a hard game for Wigan, but we should be there to show you the game, so look forward to seeing you then.